What's up, motherfuckers? Nah, I'm just teasing. Being silly and having fun. Welcome to another random live stream show. Uh, it's currently, right now, 1:41 a.m. on the west coast of Canada. Coming to you hard, coming to you hot, coming to you fast. I know, it's a little weird. Where are all these live streams coming from? Well, I figured, why not bring another little live stream tonight? And we're also going to still do the Sunday night live stream show tomorrow as well. I was talking to a number of my friends at the pub, and some of whom are involved in terms of online different things and all of that, and just sort of talking about the launching of the store, trying to get that going, and talking about sort of the growth that we've had of the channel and how that's been going. And they were like, well, obviously, are you doing your PayPal and doing all this posting on all your crap? I said no. So it turns out, one, our growth is going great, and so that's really well. We're not doing a lot of "What's up, mush mush baby? How you doing? How's Scotland?" We don't really tag a lot of our videos, to be honest with you. I mean, we should tag them, and I probably should go through and do a bunch of tagging on stuff to help people see and actively be able to acquire accessibility to seeing our content. So that's probably a thing to do. But also too, I guess, like, see, I always feel weird because everyone's like, well, you should put your PayPal, link on everything. I don't, because it just feels weird, but I guess I should start doing that, so I'll start doing that. Irma Gerd. What's up, Irma Gerd? What's up, Rob Henderson? What's up, Ganchinana, your mama? How's everybody doing today, my friends? Where's my fucking lighter? Lighter, where did you go? Ah, crap, I may have left it in the Cadillac. Shit. Yep, nope. Definitely not in that pocket. 1 second, everybody. Oh, there's one. Perfect. How's everyone's day, night, or midday going? What's up, Corey Young? How you doing? Oh shit! So are you out and about in London there, watching the pot squash growers? Where are you at right now, Ganchinana, your mama? Ah. Hey, what's up, Kenneth Ingley? How's Perth, Australia doing? Is it hot right now? I guess you guys are in your winter, aren't you? Oh, that's all right, much, much. Don't worry. I'll give you a shout sometime the next couple of days on the video call there, and we can have a personal one-on-one chat. Sometimes you need to, bring home the bacon. I think that's one of the things that, has been leading to my current stressors a lot of the time, just in terms of sort of, well, the colloquial classical idiom of making ends meet. But it's because I actually reduced all my hours at the pub because we were supposed to be starting this huge pot farm here. And through no fault of anyone associated, the financing isn't there anymore. So I should technically have been working on setting up our pot farm and growing dope legally in Canada, but still got the property, still got a lot of the stuff there. I need to do it, but just not going to happen for a while at bare minimum. So what are you going to do, right? But then I reduced the hours to do that. That also really, to be honest, focus on the YouTube and bring you content as well. And launching all of these things. And so I found myself sitting there. I'm like, man, like I'm broke all the time. Yet I'm working all the time on a bunch of different things. And it's just like, I have to remind myself that technically we were supposed to motherfucking... 1 second. LJB, 2 seconds. I'll read that in a second. Jake Wilson, do I have an Instagram account? Yes, I do. I believe it's called Pot Squatch Growers. I'm rather creative, aren't I? But I'm in a transitional phase. I gotta not beat myself up. We're launching the store for the swag and all that, stuff for you. We're also launching, our Grow Light company. It's going to cost a lot of money to get the store going. It's going to cost a lot of money to get the grow lights coming. But it's all right. It's going to be okay. I'm going to figure it out and find a way. And you know, but then all of a sudden, you know, you got bills, right? You know, it's like fuck, man. We want to grow up in your house, man. Like power costs a lot of money, but it's all right because technically, originally in the original plan, I was gonna be growing dope legally on my own farm and selling it to the Canadian government, but that fell through. Still have the farm and all access to that, but it's just, you know, the way the Canadian government has put it together, it costs like $1 billion fucking dollars to really do. Not actually $1 billion, but you know, it's stupid. But so I just gotta keep staying persevering and hope the fuck I pull it off. And that's part of why I actually decided to come on and do live stream now. Be like, nah, fuck it, just hang out with my pot squatches, hang out with the hair out, as it were, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, I feel weird about, like, for example, a lot of YouTubes are like, oh, if you like my YouTube, please like and subscribe. I think I've said that on maybe 3 videos out of 270 something. Maybe a few more, but I don't think I say it very often because I'm not really into that. It seems like, you know, begging for people to like me and subscribe. I don't fucking give a shit about that. If you want to be here, you want to be a pot squatch, you're going to be here and be a pot squatch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to ask you to do it. But then also, too, people are like, well, why don't you put your fucking, you know, PayPal link on every video you do? Why don't you reference it in your videos so people can fucking make a contribution if they so choose? It sounds like you have a very loyal fan base. And it just feels weird to me. It's not like I'm against it. It's just, it feels strange. I don't know. So maybe I'll start putting a link on it. I don't know. Who knows? Uh, Full spectrum versus adjustable. Is the adjustable worth the money? AJ1791R. By adjustable, do you mean something that's giving you a grow and a bloom or something like via switch or selection? Let me put it to you this way. If it's some form of, or they're going to send you a bunch of different boards that you can switch out or parts you can switch out, I would not pay for the adjustable. Just get something that will cover all the bases. Think of the sun. For the most part, it's pretty much the same fucking thing all the time. You know, I don't even have full spectrum on my quantum boards. Quantum boards, those are 3000K Kelvin color. Okay? They're not hitting everything. They're not full spectrum. Look at the weed titties I'm doing with it, right? So it was going to cost you a lot more money to go to something, some gimmicky thing that's adjustable in terms of your photo spectrums. Look into what the actual coverage is and then go from there. Our lights will be adjustable, but not in terms of their well, you know, their lights and stuff. I'm gonna advocate, you know, unless you want to fucking, maybe I'll put some like extra, you know, 3500, 4500 Kelvin color like quantum boards in there that are gonna like crank that shit up. But if you want to turn those on in flower, it's gonna suck more juice, but you don't need them for veg. But one of the things I really want to do is actually design our lights. What I've been working on is actually designing it so you can actually build it in a few different ways. So you can set it up in different orientations and be pretty thick, you know what I'm saying? Okay, one second, everybody. I gotta read some of this shit. All right, one second here. Oh hell yeah, Jake Wilson. I will follow you back. Cleveland. My van cost me last week. Fuck, man, I feel you much. You know, it's like I've also been having a lot of like extra expenses, but yet I'm making less money because I thought I was doing all these other different things, but now I'm trying to make the best of it and figure out a new thing. Well, Rob Henderson, you know, I mean, one, I couldn't live in America because, like, well, I could live in certain parts of America, for example, but I am an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm a filmmaker, as well as a pot grower. And that's equally important to me as following all my weed persuasions and passions, as it were. Um, but what I'm actually more thinking, one of the things is like, I don't know, maybe starting like a consultancy company, maybe. I mean, I already have a company that's called Enterprises in terms of the corporate registry now, in terms of our incorporation that we pulled off. So that technically implies to the government I can do whatever I want within, you know, legal realms, obviously. So we could offer that a bit, but you know, I've been thinking about offering, helping designing large scale facilities or smaller facilities for those around the world who'd like some help and they'd like Uncle Ponsquatch to come help them set it up and get it going. I mean, that could be something we could do, you know, utilizing all the stupid shit I put in my brain over the years. Um, one second here. Very, where's the beer? It's right here. Oh, but it's empty. No! Let's get another one. Right there, my friend. All right, so let's keep reading. Where the beer we covered that. Blue Spectrum. Mob Jonesy, blues are a thing, but like, let's be honest. Let's look at the 3000 Kelvin spectrum that I'm using right there. I'm using it for both veg and bloom. It's kind of got an intermix in terms of where it falls on the Kelvin scale, and to a point a little bit, in a sense, one could argue. Um, my plants veg out great. Like, I mean, look at my veg updates. I mean, with those new quantum boards that I've been doing for the last couple of runs. I mean, they're doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. So, I'm one to say I'm less worried about that. I think bills are a killer. That's funny. Much. Somehow I misread that at first. I was like, bees are a killer. I was like, yeah, maybe if you're allergic, or they're killer bees with crazy poison or something. Cleveland, full spectrum versus adjustable. Wow, like, that's funny. Hello, Pot Squatch from the UK. Sorry, everybody, just give me a second. Hello from Mumbai. Oh, what's up, Mumbai? What's crack-a-lagging? I love it. I love how international all of us are. I love the fact that the Pot Squatch Growers is a global community now. We're a global institution. We're a global army of all the world's people standing together saying, fuck yeah. All right, yeah. Week 5 of Flower, yo. Nice, Logan Lacero. Congratulations. Rob Henderson saying, I'm messing around with my own LED lights for growing so far. Great results using LEDs from the Sound Trade Extras, thing. Hell yeah, Rob Henderson. That sounds sexy. Good day from Army Dale, Australia. Keep it cool, bro. Hell yeah, back at you, Stephen Pocock. Am I saying that right? Stephen Pocock. I can't wait to start growing. Hell yeah, much. It's a lot of fun. What was the best harvest you got from 600 watt HPS? Wait. Never really fucked around with 600s. I was always rocking thousands. I could tell you what my best 1,000 watts. I've done runs where I've gotten 3.5, and I've had. I'm trying to remember now. One which was almost for a light, and one that definitely was. That one was just a sheer fluke of genetics, working really hard on that grow, perfectly maximized area, just hit all the notes perfectly on that run, that dance, that play. But I solidly averaged 2.5 to 3.5 a light if I were to rock 1,000 watts. A little bit less, like, that's the thing with the quantum boards, right? That light gives out a greater PPF. It doesn't have quite the same coverage of that current light as 1,000 watt. It doesn't have the same square foot imprint. Pretty fucking close. Not a huge difference. It's a bit. But at the end of the day, when you compare all the contrast, the greater PPF, and if you maximize that, utilize that in the right way, you're actually going to get the same results. Like, I yield the same with these lights as I do with 1,000 watt HPSs. They were just a bit of a learning curve in terms of learning to work with them, I think, when first beginning with that. So I hope that answers your question, Michael Summers. Spice the Clown. How's that TS 150 watt coming along? Not bad. I mean, at week 3, the end of week 3, starting week 4. Well, like week 3, 1 day, as it were, 2 days, 3 days. This is where we're seeing the difference. The HLG plants are pulling ahead. They were fairly neck and neck for most of the first, a lot of the vegging to a point. Decently kept up for the first couple of weeks. She's doing really well. She's caked up. She's stacking up, doing all right. But the HLG girls are like, okay, little girl, go back to your play toys now. It's time for the big girls to do business now. So I still think we're going to have a decent yield and have a really good run and make some decent medicine out of what we're producing with this Mars TS 1000, which is a 120 to 150. But in actuality, it's like I've always said, it's not a crazy super big light. It's not a professional grade light. It is a consumer level version of a quantum board light technology. And so it's not a huge light. But again, for a newer grower, someone who's wanting to fuck around and wanting to switch away from doing like hardcore blurple lights, it's a very cost effective, accessible price to a newer idea on in terms of LED technologies. Um, and we will again we'll report back to you on what the final weight is, and we'll see how that is. You know what I'm saying? Mush mush, you can do it. I believe in you. Go get it. Be charming. Be a sexy motherfucking self. You'll be fine, baby. You got this. California Night works Solar Extreme 500 cob new ones out there for 450. Yes or no? California Night works Solar Extreme 500 cob new ones out there for 450. Yes or no? AJ1791R. I'm unaware of this tech, like this piece of tech from this company. I don't even know their company. If you want to email me a link on it, I'll take a look at it. I'm happy to email back to you to tell you what my personal 2 cents are in terms of it. What's up, girls? Grow too, baby. How you doing? Uh, no, AJ1791R. My lights will not be cobs. At least not the initial juggernaut. I might even build like a multifaceted quantum board cob light with a bunch of other crap into it just for the fuck of it eventually. We will be launching with a high powered, very large, true 1000 watt draw super light. And it will be the Mark 1, me playing around, but she'll crank out wee titties, I guarantee that. But the first ones definitely will not be utilizing comms. I have a big heart on for Samsung top shelf diodes. They're doing great work and developing some crazy shit. The original quantum boards with the Samsungs, baby. I mean, that's pretty hot. So I might play around with those. There's a couple of different things. I've got a number of designs on. I'm playing around a lot with my little sketches and contemplations. Because what I'm trying to do is for the Mark 1 light, for starting, because it's a whole new branch of the company I've started. I would really like to do my best to bring you a crazily well-priced, super cranky super light that you know you're going to be able to have in your grow space and get some serious weight with. Having good results, good tranking out, good, beautiful, sexy weight teddies. But at the same time, so making it more powerful and less expensive than my direct competition, which is like, if I'm going to start a grow light, what to me is the number one grow light currently out there and systems that I've personally worked with and really like? Horticulture Lighting Group's quantum board systems. Up until now, they've been the Cadillac. I want to become the Cadillac of grow lights, so I'm working on that. We're making our first juggernaut. It's going to be 1,000 watt true watt. Where their juggernaut, their super certified one's a 550. Sexy as fuck. Also fucking expensive as shit. So I'm trying to basically build a super light. And I'm going to pass on the savings to you. Because a lot of stuff for these companies is markup. Let's be honest here. Let's not lie to ourselves. A lot of it's markup. Or stupid business decisions where you have to charge $1 billion to cover your costs on operation. So I'm trying to bring a cost-effective super light. I want to bring you the Cadillac. I want to bring you the Tesla. I want to bring you the Ferrari. I'm going to charge you the price of, like a nice new truck or something. It'll still cost money, but it's not going to be like as stupid expensive as their shit. But it'll be just as good, if not hopefully better. I'm working really hard on designs, so. Okay. JB, I'm actually not that stoned at all. Thank you. I've actually only had 3 beers, too. 2 at work, and then I'm on my second one since I've been home. I'm just also really tired. I didn't sleep much last night. We did the live stream quite late on the channel last night, and then I couldn't go to sleep till like 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I had to get up. Okay, go back some messages. LJB clean, full spectrum, blah, blah, blah. How many questions back, LJB? Where you from, LJB? I also really don't like the show Letterkenny very much. To be honest, I haven't watched tons of it. I've watched some episodes. It's just, I don't know. I find it boring. I find Corner Gas boring as well. It's like, there's amusing points to it, but it's like it's playing up this whole part of Canadians, and it's like these weird, silly stereotypes that, yeah, there's very much Canadians like that, and it's very true. But for me as a Canadian, it's kind of boring, you know? There's more to Canada than just this. S. Watts plastering. What's happening? What's crack-a-lagging? Mush mush. I like bees. You say it like it is. No sucking up corporations like the others. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, that's what, you know what? This is one thing I'll give Mars Hydro, especially. I was really upfront with their representative who contacted me. I told her, one, I'm gonna bullshit. I'm gonna be honest as fuck, and I'm just gonna say what I fucking think. And I'm rocking something that, in my honest opinion, is a better light right now. That's gonna be running in the same area where I'll do the test for you. So if you're okay sending your equipment to me and sending it into the lion's den, and me being honest about what I personally feel about it, then I'm happy. I'd be honored to test your light. I'm happy to help. But I am going to be painfully honest. And at least my humble 2 cents. And as well as it's like, I'm not signing an agreement. I'm not signing any silly, tricky little agreement. If you want me, I will give you my solemn vow as the pot squatch. Send me your shit. I will grow a weed plant in it. I will commit to that. And I will do it. And I will do it in such that I release it on par with my normal updates. And they did. They were like, all right, done. Okay, cool. What's your address? This is my address. And then they sent it. And it showed up within like a couple of days. It was intense. So I have a huge amount of respect for that. I really, really respected that out of their company there, because I was blunt and honest with them about who I am and what I'm going to do with that shit and what I'm willing to commit to. And they were all right with that. Morning all, been a few weeks. Hope everyone has been well. Fuck yeah, Bob Anonymous. Where you been, baby? How you doing? Unseated. What's up, baby? Maybe if you had 12 of the Mars, laugh aloud. Yeah, unseated. Totally. You could stack those Mars in a room and do fairly decently. But the one thing is they're still not made of the same diodes, for example, as my HLGs are. So they're not super cranking out. They're not super cranking out with a great penetration, I guess, is what I'm going to call it, that the other diodes are, right? But there's less penetrating, diodes that you can make for in a small enclosed space. But like for me, a big thing is there's the stigma against LEDs, always has been, since they were sort of first brought into fruition, and they were not there. The technology wasn't there yet. You know what I mean? But HPS for flower, 1,000-watt lights. That has been the industry traditional HID standard for such a long time. And let's be honest, if you're going to fucking go toe-to-toe against an entrenched traditional with a new tech, got a lot of old school, older growers going to be like, fuck that shit, right? You got to build the best, man. You got to build some crazy fucking cranking shit. So that's what I'm about. Build a motherfucking Cadillac grow light. Yep. I'm not going to release a product until it's ready and I believe in it. Working on it. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Air packet, says Alex Riojas. Can't wait for these Mark 1 lights you're going to put out. Any timeline? AJ1791R. I'd like to say 3 to 6 months. It's purely a fiscal reality in that I'm not quite sure how I'm paying my power bill in a few days currently. So figuring that out. But I am also trying to get the online store and the swag stuff launched first. So I do have I'm pretty sure a done deal almost for an investor who's going to invest in. It's actually my Uncle Dave, to be honest. Uncle Dave. Everybody say hi, Uncle Dave. Thanks, Uncle Dave, for bringing the Pot Squatch t-shirts, rolling papers, and swag and shit, and helping us start the store. So we're going to be launching the online store with the initial products, hopefully in the next 1 to 2 months. And then it's just sort of figuring out the fiscal realities of both one developing costs. So I've got to really fuck around with shit and build some shit. And then I'm going to contact suppliers, get the exact parts, be a hustler, and try to purchase as many parts at the same time, obviously, from all my suppliers as much as I can to reduce my cost so I can make it as cheap as possible for everybody. Well, like keeping my board of governors happy and everybody in my little corporation. I created a corporation to go to war against the corporation. Well, all of them, really. But, hashtag meme. But so realistically, I'm hoping in a perfect world, it's like, I figure out a way to do it all really quickly, 3 months. In a still pretty good world, 6 months. But again, I'll be painfully honest. It's not even so much the time issue. It's just a fiscal reality that I'm working on really hard to try to put it all together for everybody. So trying my very best. AJ1791R. Welcome back, Magic Mike, baby. How you doing? What's up, Michael? DP Co. Double penetration co, or no? I'm just joking. Nice one, girl. Scroll 2. Congrats. Sorry. Wind blew a bunch and it just kind of caught me off guard there. Congratulations on the day off. That sounds awesome. Ooh, gardening and fishing are both wonderful things, Girls Grow 2. I checked out your pictures, Girls Grow 2, that you sent me. Fucking super cool. Super cool. You exist in a world of creating things that is so... I have a basic understanding of how the machines you work with work in terms of fabricating everything, but that's about it. It's fucking cool, though. What did my lights? You mean the ones in here? Nah, fuck. What did I spend on them? They gave me a good deal. I spent I don't know. I think now this is again. I bought these over about a little under a year ago. I think I spent on these 3 lights 2,300-ish, maybe Canadian, 2,600-ish Canadian. I think, or so, something like this. Oh, hell yeah, Allison Williams. Allison Williams? I didn't know you were a bartender. Did you tell me that yet, Allison Williams? I'm assuming you know I've been a bartender off and on for many years. What kind of bar or alcoholic serving setting do you do that shit? AJ1791R. I don't know, because it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I know you could use Kickstarter. I understand what it does. I understand the concept of it all. I understand all of this stuff, at least to a point, most of it on the internet. It just doesn't feel real to me and feel right. And it feels like a pipe dream. I have a PayPal through my YouTube. If people want to help me, they can help me try to make things happen. But I think it's important to me to build a brand, to build a quality of product that I believe in, and to really legitimize starting a corporation led by myself, starting a company, starting something that is going to market and expand product lines and different things for consumers, pod squatches, human fucking beings all over the world. I don't know. I don't want it to come too easy, so I'm fighting really hard for it. And working hard and doing what I do best, because I don't want to hand out. Even though literally, technically, that's what the PayPal is in a sense by saying that. But see, my wife argues me on that. She's like, baby, it's not like a handout.
You've been doing this channel for like 2 years. You do a lot of very good things. You help a lot of people and you love what you do. You love people. That is in like a lot of worlds, places, and people's minds. This is a job, the YouTube thing. And you're doing things because you love and you care, right? So it's not like a handout per se. It's just someone saying thank you. So I guess that kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable or better about it. But I don't think I could do a Kickstarter thingy or it just doesn't feel right. It'd be sweet to just be able to fucking do shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's just my brain. Lorain, Ohio, the North Coast. Nice, LJB. Unseated, thanks, Uncle Dave. Where's Uncle Dave? Who? Oh, fuck yeah, thanks, Uncle Dave. Thanks, Uncle Dave. I understand because I referenced Uncle Dave. Time to get the watch. Laugh out loud. What do you mean, Jake Wilson? Tighter internal spacing. I went to Canada when I was a kid. Got shit scared out of me at a wax museum. That sounds funny, LJB. Where was the wax museum? Oh, Diamond Press Co. Are you a pressing company that makes rosin extracts? Or do you press other things? What kind of things do you press? Or do you build presses? I'm literally just curious. Girls Grow too. I fucking believe that. To make exact parts like you were making and showing me, like, damn, definitely would require a lot of math. Hello, I'm back in the house. Big up pot squash army growers. Fuck yeah, Ganjanani or mama. Cough, cough, cough. Here's a quick question for you. With your current results, do you believe the Mars TS 1000 is currently the best bang for buck LED grow light on the market? No, but I think it is one of the better banged bucked attempting to kind of try to be a quantum board with a bit of full spectrum action, little light, uh, that you will at least have decent, good results with, and you can like you're not buying a complete piece of crap. Like you can do some stuff with it. It's going to be good for you to a point. When I say it's the best bang on the buck, though, I could not make that declarative statement because I haven't researched all the other possibilities right now of terms of current pricing for different people's shit. Um, I will say it's a decently priced. It's a good price point for what it is, I guess. Um, I wouldn't say it's the best, but that it maybe it is. I doubt it, but I'm just saying like cuz for example, like in my mind like I can go buy a bunch of parts on the internet and just put them together and make something stronger, right? So, and if I'm willing to use cheap crap parts that'll burn out pretty quick, like I could do it cheaply. Um I'm not saying that's what they made theirs out of. I don't even know their suppliers. I'm just talking in generality of like the bang for the buck in terms of an online purchase or purchasing an agriculture indoor light, as it were. Um, but you know what? They've definitely, compared to the shit they were making at first, back in the hood days, they've definitely stepped up their game. It's a fun little light. It's doing its thing. It's just the little engine that could with a big old plant just chugging away, and having it sexy. So yeah. Boom. 1 second, everybody. The Hunter 70 or 762 times 39. We were using King LED King Pluses actually. Another Chinese made grow light. I believe Mars Hydro is also a Chinese. The the lady at their company who contacted me is Chinese. So and it came from Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure it shipped out of, or was it a different place? I'd have to check the box if I still have it somewhere, maybe. But there was a point to that. Why was I saying that? Oh, right, King LED King Plus, another Chinese company, but they were really good. they did run hot. Eventually, you're gonna have heat sinks burning out on you. They're not a solid state kind of setup anymore, or they're the old schools with your computer fans and um, but they cranked though. For a blurple light, those fucking lights cranked. Simplistic and basic design. Like here's a little 1200 watt one of them that's I've had it forever now, 1000 or 1200 watt. But just doing her thing. See, it's old now. Flipped it. Now one of the fucking heat sinks that may have been going sluggish is kicking in, or it's going sluggish now. I didn't really register what it was doing before, but I just got that on some clones in there, keeping them doing their thing. I'm gonna transplant those fairly soon, so. Holy shit, I gotta read. 1 second. I work at a chain restaurant, shall not be named. That's allowed. Totally fine, Alchemy. Monday and Tuesday. And I bartend at family-owned high-end Italian restaurant Thursday and Saturday. And the guy who owns the restaurant owns a strip club, and I tend bar there Friday nights. Team 3 jobs. Hashtag boom. Good job, Alison Williams. How was the food at the Italian place? I like Italian food. Maybe one day I will come eat the food there. The comment about me said, what time is it there when I said time to get a watch? Oh, sorry, Jake. It is 2:17 a.m. right now. Rapid and HLG are coming out with the near 3.0 efficacy lights soon. Dude, I'm excited, Unseated. I'm excited to see what they do. Because I'm like, I've been a very happy HLG person. So I'm excited to see what they do. I've heard the Kings are pretty good, though. Yeah, they were, man. I like the King LED King Pluses, man. They were a fun light. They cranked, dude. For a blurple light, they fucking cranked. For what they drew, they cranked. They are noisy. Very noisy. Am I yellowing? Oh, in there? On those clones? No. I'm choking them out in their pots. Because then when I transplant them, it goes to an explosive thing. And I'm trying to do a staggered vegetation on these ones because they're going to be the next run. So I'm basically making them choke out the pots a little bit. Because when I do flip them into because I normally just go into finishing pots, but obviously it's not going to work out like that. So I'm going to put these ones sort of in a midway pot, shall we say. And but that technique though, and then doing a staggering like that, and then choking them out, is by the time they get to that finishing pot, and they're gonna just be like, it's very nice. Allison, that sounds wonderful. I love Italian cuisine, and I love pasta. Kind of a whore for carbs. Have you seen me drink beer? My God. Where you? Where am I? Where do I live? I live in British Columbia, Canada. Oh shit. Well then, where are you? Are you out east or centralish? Jay got fire buds 420. Oh, I'll check it out on Seed. It sounds like fun. How did it go? What was the findings on Seeded? It's in Battle Creek, Michigan. If you ever stop by, I'll buy you a drink. All three. To be fair, Allison Williams, I'm usually a cheap date in that I at least drink beer. Because I don't know what beer costs there, but certainly cheaper than the other drinks. If I weren't ordering a beer, well, if I'm going to order something, it's going to cost a lot of money. And not even because it's expensive shit, just nice big drink. Okay, so you have next to no beer. Got it. I'm not coming there for a beer now. 16 taps only. Jesus Christ, Allison. You guys got to step up your game. Yeah, you cool. That's intense. Hell, let's test everyone. We're gonna test Allison Williams' bar memory skills. What beers do you have? Oh, what? You guys got PBR in a bottle? I can only get it cans in Canada. Really? Fucking A, man. That's pretty sweet. I'd rather drink it out of bottles, but I can't buy them. Just can buy the can. Fucking bullshit. Exactly. See, Bob Anonymous gets it. Glass bottles of PBR. My God, it'd be a good time. Hell yeah, ganja out of your mama. What's the college in BC? I mean, well, there's a lot of colleges. The main university, I guess, that most people would associate to with the University of British Columbia, maybe. Simon Fraser University. There's what other universities exist in British Columbia? I mean, there's the church ones. I used to work for one of them. It was weird because I was very much still a me, just working for them. I was the head of the security department. And it was odd. What's that? Oh, can't kiss you before you eat all the peanut butter. Perfect. Yes, and on the bottle caps there is a card suit, and if you can guess it, I pay for the beer. Customers have a 1 to 52 chance of getting it right. Really? You've got a game built into your place? Allison Williams works at a cool. Well, she works at 3 fucking places. I've learned about the restaurant that's Italian woman. Sounds like they got lots of tasty, like daily fresh, pasta and shit. It's awesome. And they got PBR in bottles. She's got 16 taps. And I was like, oh, yeah. She's like, don't worry, we have PBR in a bottle for you. And I was like, I can't buy bottles there. Don't feel like typing out all my tap ears. No, that's okay, Allison. I really wasn't really meaning to do that. I think I was just being a bit of a dick. But not like in a dick way, just having fun. But dude, you don't have to type out all 10 beer taps. That's completely fine. This is it, the one that overlooks the bay and it's Ivy League. The bay. I mean, if you're talking about UBC, there's parts of UBC that's overlooking the inlet there. So maybe you mean UBC. I lived up there for many years. When I worked for another university that's up there, it was a church thing. It was weird. Very weird. Very. Oh, Michael DP CO. I'm a little stoned. I'm thinking. I thought you meant you were here. 1 second, everybody. Brain needs beer.
All right, it's working again. It's like, oh my God, it freezes. It's like if I don't pour some PBR on it, all the marijuana in my brain makes all the gears stop. Not because they can't move, they just like talking to each other. That's a funny way to put it. Okay, wait. Okay, we're reading again. Will you do some seeds for us to try? One day, I hope to be able to do that, but it's very regimented in this day and age of Canada. And if I were to do seeds to market, I would like to try to, do it above board, do my thing. It's just their licenses for everything take forever and cost $1 billion inadvertently. They've set it up that way. 1 second, everybody. What do you feed blue? What week do you feed bloom boosters? Well, see, ganja for me personally, I don't are you talking about a nutrient that's come to you? If you found it in the store and it said it was a boom booster,
Bloom booster. There we go. Oh, PBR's running low. Obviously, it wasn't enough fuel. How big of a portable AC do I need for a 6 foot by 4 foot? Well, girls grow too. The question is, though, what lighting systems are getting you running in there? Because we got to think about how much light is not light; it's heat output energy, I should say, being wasted through the heat production of your lighting systems. And in general, like, do you have intake? Do you have an exhaust? Like, what's the room like? Um, but to be honest, if you're cranking heavy duty lights, you're definitely going to need some AC for shizzles. That's where a big part of growing comes from. Running your electrical secondaries. Hell yeah, Budweiser, rock and roll. How you doing? Sorry, God, you're not your old mama. Um, I mean, most bloom boosters. I mean, you can start working it in fairly early. I mean, once it's clearly in flower within the first week, I mean, you can do that. I mean, I don't technically buy things that say that personally. Like, it's not like I'm against trying them. I've just never bought one of them. You know, I've just done my own things and do my little 3 part there. My little procal, or I'm doing super soil. I can afford to do it because it's a little bit more expensive to do it that way. You know, but I would say there's nothing wrong with doing that. Look at what the the MPK is on it. How strong is that? The hit of the potassium. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's pretty intense, then we'll maybe hold off to hitting it too hard to maybe week 2. Then gently work her in, bringing up dosage and making it sexy. Would be what I would say if we're using it, especially on top of a pre-existing nutrient feed system. Good morning, D's Nugs. Okay, wait. I have created my own strange equals in it. It's called Sasquatch. Go back into the early days of the channel. You will see it. Some say give bloom before you switch to 12-12. I say no, Ganjanana, that's not what you should do because, honey, I bought 2 for. Drink half of it. It is all household, I'll share. Oh, crap, I'm not supposed to do this at the door. The mosquitoes. I forgot. Mosquitoes are awake now. God damn it. I forgot about that. Well, I'm going outside. All right, one second. Uh, one second, everybody. I'm recapping where I was in terms of reading things. Woodcut rat. Rat? Like a silent W? Is that how I say that? I don't use bloom accelerator ever, but my friend does and he swear by it. You know, some people do, some people don't. I do things that I know my black site. I do things sometimes to fuck around with some stuff, but sometimes I don't. Just feed accordingly. Do a few simple things in pruning techniques, you know. The old idiom of you are what you eat could be a thing. I mean, it is a thing sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on some of them. It's cool, but sometimes it almost feels unnatural sometimes. Not normally, no. But it's also because, it's just another thing to go spend money on. And it's like, well, and the butterscotch, man, I can get away without the other thing. I think I'm good, so. God's sake, there's a spider bite infestation along my balcony. Is it up to me to get rid of them? I'm afraid to open my doors and windows. Well, if you can, do you have access easily to it? The not available Colonel Jake Wilson. I've saved just enough from that experiment that I have enough that I can create the strain to release for the people. But until the day comes where I'm in a place to do so and be able to legally do it, well, I can't. So I'm saving them for that day. The Sasquatch. Ermagerd, are your lights super high? Like, do you have not a huge intensity of light? Because if your lights are not as intense, and they're being too high, then the plants are like, fuck, give it to me, baby. I need to get close to that fucking sun. I want to get my titties up on it. I want to get my titties up on it. It's like girls that love to go to the beach, and sit in the sun. They're like, let my titties get in it. So that could be one thing that's leading to some issues with your stretching. And at the end of the day, sometimes some strains, they just have a huge stretch. There's nothing you can do other than tie the bitch down, train it out, and hope to God you do it well, and have some fun with it, just pretend you're in a weird marijuana. We all say bud porn. Well, here's a marijuana porn idea. You're tying down the weed plant, and it's like bondage, because it totally is LSD, man. It's like low stress bondage training for marijuana titties. So just have some fun with it, and be gentle though. Be careful. Like they do eventually break. So don't be too rough. Do things slowly when bringing things to tension in the LST trainings, and be very careful. Be very careful, my friends. 1 second. Never mind. Doesn't matter. So, okay. All right. Let's play 20 questions. No, that's too many questions. It'll last forever. Okay, let's play Ask a Question. Could be any type of question. I don't care. Go for it. Hashtag boob. It's a live stream. There's no rules to these in my mind, though. Rock and roll. Well, there's some rules, actually. Actually, to be fair, I've got a lot of rules in my head. I'm like, don't be a dumbass. Favorite strain and why? Bob Anonymous. I would normally say I'm not one to have a favorite strain. I have a favorite species, which is indica. But in terms of like childhood memory, for example, and like one of those strains, I've talked about it on the channel before, the Chush. For a number of years back in the day, there was just this line of this Chush. The guys who grew it were Chinese, and it was exotic, it was funky, and it was cushy, and it was amazing. We would get it, and we were like, what's it called? They're like, Kush. All right, what is it? Kush. But it was brilliant. It was amazing. I loved it. It was so special. Ah, the Chush. I will remember you always. Like one of those streams you never forget, and then it doesn't exist anymore. You don't find it no more. And you're like, I didn't even know it was our last dance. Okay. Do I like edibles? Yes. I don't eat them often. But yes, and I enjoy tinctures and lots of things. I enjoy all the different implementations out of the Williams in terms of making marijuana into things. I find it very exciting. Very versatile plant. Lots of fun. One time on a live stream, it's like funny. Biker Squatch, his wife made a big giant wheat oil cake, but made it really strong. So they gave me like this giant piece. So I did a live stream and I got super drunk and So I ate the whole thing on the live stream. It's lucky I'm Pot Squatch, man. But like, I ate the whole fucking thing, and it was so funny because I forgot. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go for a smoke or have a pee, or I feel weird. What's going on?" And I stand up, and I'm having trouble walking through the house. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I go to the door, and I'm like, I light my cigarette. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" The strokes normally happen later in life in my family, as far as we're aware. I think I'm having a stroke. Wait a minute, do the test. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, got that. All right. I feel weird. Okay, I should check with your wife. Hey, babe, I feel pretty fucked up. I think I'm having a stroke or something's happening. Baby, you ate all of the weed cake Cam gave you at the end of your live stream. Instantaneously, I felt better. I was like, oh, all right then. So I went back and stumbled back to the door and sat there like, I ate a big giant piece of weed cake. But there was a point in time where like I forgot that I ate the weed cake. And I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh my god, it's happening. I'm stroking out, bud. It's happening! Turns out, no, you forgot you ate the weed cake, giant piece of weed cake. Marijuana. Gotta love it. Does RSO have to reach a certain temperature whilst making it? Ganjanana, your mama, I would say you don't go past a certain temperature because by naturally cooking it, your RSO is turning into um, already decarbed, it's going through this process. It's also tempering your cannabinoids and terpenes in such a way we're not going to lose them or lose any of the sexy flavors. Just don't take it too high. When like if you're using alcohol to do it, you cook it at first, and like you can take it a little bit higher. You know what I mean? Get that alcohol out at first, but once it starts to reduce down, you start to watch it. You don't let that change. You stay attention to it, and you watch it to go down. And then eventually you finish it off as I like to in the glass jar. You put it in the little boiling water. It's a good time. It takes a fucking while, but that's how you make some good shit. I hope that answers your question. Oh shit, Allison Williams. I'm trying to remember if I remember the first time I ate an edible. I don't remember the first time I ate an edible. I remember the last time I ate a stupid big piece of weed cake, I'll tell you that. Do I add any oils? When I'm making RSO, no, I don't. But then when you made a perfect RSO ganja nani or mama, you can then, incorporate that into other things. Alex Real House, laugh aloud. Rule 1 of taking mind-altering substances. Remember, you're on a mind-altering substance. It's true, Alex Real House. It was true. I woke up. I thought I was stroking out. It was like, must get to wife. Tell her I love her. I love you, bitch. I'm about to become my dad. You ate a big giant piece of weed cake. All right. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm going back to having a cigarette. I wasn't smoking in the house. Smoking in the house because I thought I was dying. Just a big old piece of weed cake. Hey, strokes run on one side of my family pretty intensely. My dad had 3 of them that should have killed him or made him a vegetable. Didn't even notice till the 3rd one. Yep. Well, mush. See, this is where the making your own, it is definitely cheaper to a point. Um, but then there's markup in terms of buying parts. When it comes to grow lights and producing any form of anything, a company purchases a large amount of the parts to make something and gets it very, very cheaply. So, to build a badass grow light, it's not much cheaper to build a really big unit. It's a little bit cheaper, but well, it's a fair amount cheaper. But it's like, but for example, like you got to remember that's you buying 1 to 6 units of pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all relative, really. Zeb Zeppelin, they will recover. It is okay. Calm down. Love the ladies. They might be mad at you for a few days, but just trust it. Well, Alston Williams, one, don't electrocute yourself when playing with things. I mean, building his own grow light, research in terms of whether you want to go comp or do you want to go kind of quantum board style, what kind of LED type of pieces you want to wire together, and then find a driver that's compatible to doing that. It's all about the driver. Get a good driver. Remember the fact that you're going to have to attach it to something that's going to help to dissipate the heat from your light sources and not directly into your driver. Again, remember, don't fucking test shit with your fingers if it's plugged in. Don't test hot wires like a dumbass. Be smart, dumbass. What, mush mush? Juggernaut? That's how I'd spell it, I think. Yeah. Juggernaut. It's not an actual formal name of anything. It's just, it was a descriptor on my part. Seedsman, Goodbank, Raw, Queen Seeds. Also has a new car light with Creed cars. Thoughts on that? I mean, they crank out some light. I've seen a lot of them. I've never worked with them personally. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we're always on a mission to find the best thing. But at the same time, um, you know, there's a lot of options that crank out decent amounts of light right now. So I'm more of LED chip man to like a huge hobby chip style setup. I prefer that also too in terms of longevity as well because there's like for example, you can wire it in such a way and have it all set up, or if you're making the board, right? If one burns out, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna still have a completed board, unification, even if one were to die. But if a cob burns out, you've just lost a whole piece of that. You can wire around it, but you've lost a huge singular piece. So in terms of longevity and long-term run, that's what I've always had an issue with, I guess, in terms of comp lighting systems, is my stress on when if that one part burns out, that's a big chunk to lose. Where your other ones, you can have the same kind of loss ratio, but it is statistically huge comparison because there's very tiny little ones in the board. So as long as your chips are cranking out, your little chippies, you're good. That's why like the HLGs are fucking dope as fuck. They use really gangster Samsung, diodes in there, and they can crank some shit out. Sorry, I was trying to remember something. It didn't happen, but it's okay. Bob Anonymous, it is true, and like I'm definitely a man who's electrocuted himself a lot. But you got to remember, right now I'm trying to teach, not tell my life. It was funny when I was like a head chef for a little while. I'd like be like talking to my staff. I'm like, okay, see how I'm doing this? Don't do it this way. I do it this way because I'm very comfortable doing it, but please don't do what I do. See what I'm doing here? This is vastly more safe. Oh, of course, Zeb Zeppelin. Zeb Zeppelin. I'm bad for paying attention to this stuff. Have I subscribed to you on the YouTube? I'm just learning to ride, Allison. So no, I don't. I have one that I can buy off my body, but he's like, we got to make sure we can get it in your name and papers, because the last three owners of this bike, there were no papers. And it's a good little learner bike, because one, hell, I'm trying to get the company because I can't afford a nice bike. I went up to my buddy old Georgie. I was like, yo, George, because he's got bikes and cars for days. He's the one that's helping me like get my first old project Cadillac car to redo. It's gonna be very nice. I'm excited, but I was like, you got something that you could sell to me that's not that expensive, and if I like drop it or fuck it up, nobody's gonna be too upset about it. He's like, well, I got this old Virago, man. I was gonna turn it into a cafe runner, but when I think about it, man, I got so many things to do on things, man. I could do you that one, man. But we gotta make sure you can get it in papers, though. All right, how do I do that, George? Well, I guess you should probably start. Gonna have to call the IZBZ. It's hilarious. I'm also imitating how George talks. He's like 6'5", 6'6", this big, giant, wonderful sweetheart of like a Santa Claus ape-looking man. Very nice guy. He's my friend. Me and George, we drink beers. He almost never smokes pot, so like occasionally we're having beers. I'm like, come on, man, how's the weed over here? And he's like, I'm fucking stoned as shit, man. He's a drinker. He man can drink all day, but weed definitely has a left hook to him. We'll call him Big Old Georgia Squatch. He totally is, though, Allison Williams. At the pub, dressed up like Santa Claus in one of the blues jams. He got 3 lap dances from random women. I was like, George, did you know them? No. He was happy, though. Nothing wrong with that. I restored a 1981 Suzuki TS250. Every time I go out, I would get wows and ahs from the old buyers. Dude, that sounds dope. Have you sent me a picture yet? Because that sounds pretty fucking cool. My first project car, if we can get it. Because the great thing is, I can get it for around $1,000. Because George needs the transmission off this car for his 59. And I don't have any intention of keeping a transmission in that car that I can't put a retardedly big engine in. So, George was like, well, you could probably get it for $1,000. But I mean, I could use that tranny on my 59. So, I mean, if I could have a tranny on that, then you're like less than $1,000, man. But I'm gonna put a big old giant old school Cadillac engine in a 1962 Fleetwood 4-door. Oh, it's gonna be fun. That's my first project car. He's similar, kinda, a little bit to Tommy Chong, but he doesn't really smoke pot, though. Is the funny thing. He's just he drinks. Like I guess when he's younger, maybe he did, but he's just this old crazy, you know, biker dude who just like lived this life and lives on an acreage and collects his cars and his things and he sits there and he works on them and like he came into the bar one day. He's like, okay. Because we're like, him and the owner of the pub, they're like Cadillac aficionados and lovers out here. Like, not everyone's a huge caddy person, but I've gained admittance to their club. There's 3 of them. I'm the third, the Cadillac boys. So George comes into the pub one day. He's just looking at me like this. Big giant Georgie, Santa Claus looking motherfucker. And he goes, so I might buy a Cadillac limousine. But here's what I'm thinking. What if we put 2 motors in it? Because if we take, and I'm just remembering, because I can't quite remember exactly what he said, so I'm just emulating. I don't remember exact engines or anything on this, so I'm just going to emulate it right now. Well, because if we take that one Cadillac motor, we put it there, and, dude, if we get the other one and we put it there, and then we put this and this and that in it, well, then we got like a dually 487 on our side, man. Imagine if we popped one in drive and one in reverse. And then I said to George, imagine if we put steering wheels on both sides, George. Put both in drive, spin it, and put fireworks on the end of it, or flamethrowers. Oh, flamethrowers, man. Yeah. And he lives, he's got all the tools for like even custom fabrication, all this bedding. He's just this cool old dude. So this is the longest wind story of introducing you to my friend, big old Georgia. And Georgia Squad. And to answer the question of, no, I don't own a bike and I'm just learning, but there is one that is technically, if we can get it, it's your bike, man. It's your bike, but you gotta make sure. I've just been really busy doing other shit, so I haven't gotten around to checking that out. Shit happens. Hashtag boom. Longest winded answer possibly ever in one of my live streams. Guard her heart. Yeah. My email is potsquatch420@gmail.com. Yo, Bobby Barnes, how's Kentucky doing? Doing well. Just decided to do another impromptu random live stream tonight, and we're still going to bring you the Sunday night live stream show tomorrow. This one has to be nowhere near as long as yesterday's, because I was pretty tired today. But yet I'm doing it again. Pasquash Growers Army, my friends. Hashtag boom. Oh, it was hilarious. This one time at the bar. It's late at night, and it's so I'm there, and there's these young fuck kids. They're like, "Dude, the liquor store's closed. Can we get off soils?" And I'm like, "No, you fucking can't. I don't got a fucking license for that shit. Well, can we just take our jug of beer with us?" I'm like, "No, you fucking can't." And I'm trying to be really nice to these kids, and so anyway, they sneak out. Aloha, Brian Nobriga. What's crack-a-lackin', my brother? What's crack-a-lackin'? Just telling a story right now. So they sneak out. The one of them did. Little shithead. Fucking shithead. I don't even remember his name. Call him shithead. So I turn my back for a second and I see this kid bolting out the door. And I turn to his little friends. Really? And then, so they all bolt out. And I was like, fuck. God damn it. It's Sunday. The Blues Jam. No one's supposed to be here. What the fuck? I'm just closing the pub. So I go out. Well, obviously Georgie's there having some drinks and stuff. And it's like, for a giant man, he moves silently. Because I didn't really think about it. And it's like, just 4 dumb punk kids. I don't care. So I go right up into their truck, open the door, and I stick myself right in the truck, and I grab the jug of beer out of this kid's hand. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, I paid for it. Are you stupid? No. You're being stupid. I'm going to have to take this away from you now. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is this what it's like to be a dad to a teenager? He wasn't a teenager, he's in his early 20s, but he's acting like a stupid little shit. I'm like, I turned to him, I'm like, boys, was this your idea? They're like, no, it was all him. He's a shithead, I believe it. Can we at least finish it? No, boys, I'm going to dump it out in front of you. It's mine now, and now it's the grounds.
Do that fucking ever again, you're barred for life from this bar. And then I turn around and George is just standing there like this. I was like, kind of caught off guard. I was like, holy shit, how'd you get there, George? Well, you know, I did the math, man. 4 of them and 1 of you, and I know you're a big tough guy, but... And I know I'm only good for like 2 or 3 minutes, but I'll fuck shit up for 2 or 3 minutes, man. It wasn't fair, so I thought you should have a friend come with you too, man. And he tells me this, and I just turn to George, my brother, and I go, man, I love you, buddy. Felicia, Casper, Skip It Limpy, how's it going, girl? Welcome. Did you get your doll yet? One second, everybody. Mango Kush right now. Fuck yeah, Brian O'Brigger. Sweet dreams, Alison Williams. Rest well. One second, everybody. I'll be right back. Well, obviously, come with me. Hey, doctor. What's up, man? I was just telling everyone about George and like the stories of George. I feel like you should watch it tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Big old birdie. Oh yeah, so me and George, we might do that to that Cadillac limousine. I'll tell you. Oh shit! I saw the toilet. It's a live stream now. First piss of the live stream, everybody. Rock and roll. Okay, so. Ooh, a question. I love questions. Is hydro a way to grow cannabis? Like hydroponics? Because Mr. Muhammad Fauzi, you can most certainly grow cannabis hydroponically. Fuck yeah, bud. I fucked around with it for years when I was younger, but for me personally, I still love the soil medium now. As I'm aging as a grower, I like the soils. I mean, if I'm gonna, fuck around with something, I would want to build like a deep, huge aquaponic setup with a self-sustaining system. That'd be super cool. That'd be cool. But for normal weed titty growings, I'm just gonna get the sexy weed titties. Unless I'm building super aquaponics. I'm probably just going to grow on the soil for me personally, to be honest. What time is it for me? Let's see. 2:59 a.m. currently. Felicia, I didn't get a notification on the thingy. That's where YouTube's silly sometimes. I don't get notifications on anything. I subscribe to people's shit. I don't see fuck all half the time. The fuck? I don't get it. It's weird. I'll have to check it out. That's cool. Do you like it? Do you like your little weird pot squatch, man? Ah, like you mean an aquaponics system, Mr. Muhammad, or Fozzie? Sorry, everybody. Rating. I love my doll. Everyone should have a piece of pot squatch. That's cool. I like that you like it. You're the first ever one to buy one. Because my boy, Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner, you will know him on here. His wife is like a god of crocheting stuff. She can make anything. And so she made me into a doll. From the St. Patrick's Live Day stream, made me a giant leprechaun. It was amazing. And Felicia ordered one. She wanted a little pot squash for herself. So she ordered the first ever
Well, first ever, other than the first Posquatch doll ever. That's like limited edition shit. I should check it, Lee Clark. Maybe I didn't click that, but I thought you just subscribe things. It should just tell me. Like, I'm not subscribing to not know. Why subscribe if not know? It don't make sense. But I don't get it. All this internet social media crap sometimes. It's a little weird. I do my best. What time is it there in Kentucky? What's up, Sean Infield? How you doing? Felicia Casper. Never apologize for having beers and being yourself. Do you think this man doesn't drink beers? You should see the live stream last night. Woke up this morning, there was one can of beer left in my fridge. Must have been a good show. Fuck yeah, Jay Stanfield. Welcome up, baby. Welcome to the hood time. Welcome to the time of the Pasquash growers. All of us hanging out and talking and chilling and etc. And, well, I don't know. Welcome, my friend. How's it going? Gonjanona, your mama. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I consume enough alcohol for at least a few humans. So I can cover your tab with the universe. I got you. No, I know. Luckily, I work at a bar that has a liquor store there, too. But it is danger zone. Normally, it gets to like 6 or 12. I'm like, oh, Felicia, it's okay. I'm just weird freak that can drink very good. Do I have info about genetically engineering seeds? Well, if you are talking about the fact of breeding cannabis is genetically creating seeds, well, yeah, I'm a master of eugenics. I don't like that word, but I wish I had a setup these days where I could grow things out, breed things out properly, and stabilize them slowly through a cubing process to make the first testimony, the first grail, the first dance. But yes, my brain contains things in terms of breeding cannabis and understanding what the fuck that is. Felicia, you're allowed to be hammered. It's okay. I'm pretty cut by the end of a lot of my live streams. Feeling pretty good now. Oh. Are you supposed to spray seedlings a few times a day? Lights on? I see Lay spraying them with lights on. I thought, oh my god, she gonna burn them. Well, it is true, Gonjanana, your mama. When there is moisture on the leaves, okay, direct sunlight can be intensified through the moisture on the leaves, and it's gorgeous. So yes, you want to avoid that. If you do it lights on and she's shooting a video, bitch is probably just shooting a video doing it that way, and then turn the lights off right away. You could do it lights on and get away with it a little bit. Would be my best bet on that. But if you ever have to go in and spray something, or you want to do that, I'm always going to recommend to do it in the morning, an hour before your lights come on.
Gives it enough time to dry itself out with proper air movement, but at the same time, not giving it too long where it's going to help propagate negative things. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll. If they're under a dome, is it okay? Like clones or seedlings, or how old are they, Ganja? I need pictures. My sister, I need pictures. I can't tell you exactly unless I see it. Well, my shit's laggy. Whew. For a second there, I was like, crap. Hopefully, I'm at least on my Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Alex Riojas, what the fuck? Alex, are you there? Alex, 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 dude, dude. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just having a moment. Thank you very much, Alex. I very much appreciate it. Oh, that's so. Sorry. Thank you, my friend. Cheers. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I'm recovering from emotions. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm good. I'm back. Might need another cigarette. Alex, it was very kind of you and very sweet. Thank you very much. Where are my smalls? Steve G. Good morning, everybody. I have to get ready for drifting today. I wish I could stay. Hope everyone has a great day. Back at you, Steve G. Rock and roll, give the day hell, and have a good time, my friend. Where the hell is my smokes? Prime of the century. My vest stolen. Thanks, Steve G. It was just touching. That's all. Feels weird, but very touching. Weed tea recipe, please. Okay, right. So if you're gonna drink marijuana, you want to drink marijuana tea. That's a tricky one. I would say if you want to go marijuana, instead of doing a tea, what you should do is make like a hot chocolate, sexy chocolate beverage. And then you can make a number of different bindings in terms of different things you can add into that. So infused, like an infused coconut oil, you can make an infused cocoa powder, even a little bit. Fuse everything that goes into it, and then do a slow cook on there with some heavy cream. Don't be afraid of cream. 2-part cream, 1-part milk. And let it slow, sexy, real slow, all come together. She'll fuck you up. Mr. Muhammad Fazzi, why do I not make videos about all kinds of hash? Because I am not a hashishan. I'm not a master of hash. Um, I will be completely honest. I understand the theory behind a lot of them. Um, but time constraints, working a day job, trying to pay the mortgage, and I've never had a chance to really experiment with them. If I like hell, if my job was actually just to sit around all day, make videos, but fucking around with like doing different types of weed things and seeing what I could do and sharing what my findings are with people, God, that'd be a great job. Um, but no, so in terms of my experience, I mean, I only know basic hash making.
in terms of my practical application of years gone by. In terms of international, old school, traditional hashishes, I am less educated. There's a lot of stuff I'm aware of. I'd love to fuck around with and try, but again, fiscal realities and you know, this is a non-monetized channel that just brings it to people because I want to help people and share with everyone and share what I know, learn from you, you learn from me. We all love each other. The Pot Squatch Growers Army now. It's become this whole fucking thing. It's super cool. What's up, Green Leaf baby? How you doing? What's thinking? I heard my wife off. I wanted to give her a kiss. Ah, crap, I missed her. She's going back to the room. I heard you up. I was trying to catch you to kiss you. Ugh. Mwah. I'll see you in a bit, puppies. Love you too, baby. What are you watching? Sounds weird. Ooh, it's a weird episode. Interesting production choices in terms of the post on that the show's episode just now. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Bunch of messages have happened. I have to read. Okay, 1 second here. I need beer now. Lubricate brain. Sup? What are you doing with the lights from the experiment you're doing? Are you going to continue to use it? No. Jay Stanfield. One of my best friends, Sean. He's an incomplete quad, and so he's in a chair, and like so as an incomplete quad, he is a quad, but like he still has some hand movements to a point. And like when I first started hanging out with my buddy, and just he lived below me, we were homies, and like he's gotten so much function to a point of back. He's worked really hard at the gym, working his body out and stuff, and like so I'm gonna see if we can like make like a fucking full run of a system setup for a guy with very limited abilities to grow his own dope weed titties and try to do that. We'll make some videos out of it, show his experience. He's one of my best friends. So that's what I'm going to do with that life. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Reading again. Oh, spell check. What the fuck? What'd you say, Felicia? Was it naughty? Used infused this with Keith. Oh, it's all good, girl. I feel you. And Felicia, I'm sure she follows. It's all good. Raymond Johnson, I'm good, my friend. How you doing? A little tired, but I was just like, hell, I'm gonna bring another live stream. We're still gonna do tomorrow night show too. The night that there was a trilogy, and by night we mean 3 days. But I think the home of cannabis is here in Sinai and the countries beside. Agree that? No, Mr. Muhammad. I will say that some of the most amazing, wonderful things that I love in terms of species and strains of cannabis come from that part. Cannabis occurs all over the world. Um, it's a very diverse kingdom. But I will say that some of the most beautiful traditional hashish styles come from both throughout the Middle East and then in different parts of Asia, India, and etc. And I have just the utmost respect and to be fair, I'd love like one day it would be cool if I ever get to create the show. Like I want to make a show. It's going to be called Strange Pots Unknown with Pot Squad. Like Anthony Bourdain, Strange Parts Unknown, but instead of Anthony Bourdain, it's me, and it's like weed in the world still. And I smoke enough cigarettes to be Anthony Bourdain, so. And, but I think it would be really cool to like travel the world and like work with people of the things and learn from them and see things and see it. That'd be super sexy. But so I will say, Mr. Mohammed Fazi, I have the utmost respect and at least understanding to I feel a fairly good point in terms of the historical aspect of your land, where you come from, and I love it. And it's very I love the wheat titties from there, man. Great wheat titties, best wheat titties. Guys know I make hash. Fucking fuck you up, hash. Chopper cut my blueberries out of garden 3 years ago, and it's been held for me ever since. How do you mean, Bobby Barnes? Oh, wonderful, Mr. Muhammad Fauzi. I've never been to Egypt, obviously, but um, uh, there's a couple of Egyptian restaurants here. Fucking tasty food. Yummy. I like to eat too, my friend. What would be your favorite dish? That's like a dish from your culture, your place, your being, your favorite thing for you to eat. Like if Potscotch was saying, my friend Mr. Muhammad Fawzi, I want to eat your favorite food. Show it to me. Show me your favorite dish. What would it be, Mr. Muhammad Fawzi? Awesome. Is it Malokia? Am I pronouncing it right or wrong? Probably wrong. I'm trying to Malokia. What is that? What would it be? Nope, Manic Cam. I did one last night, longest one of all time. I actually think I'm doing a trilogy weekend. 3 nights, 3 live streams. Well, soup is one of my favorite things in the world, Mr. Muhammad Fazi. So fuck yeah. Sounds awesome. Question. Are there any kind of like cool local liquors of where you live in Egypt that are yummy and tasty? Mahashi fool beans. Cool. Yummy. I love beans. Bean soups, bean stews. Beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. What's up, Z? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Manicam? How you been? What's thinking, everybody? Just reading, catching up, making sure I didn't miss anything. Ah, wait a minute. Bobby Barnes, you mean like chopper as in flying individuals? We'll leave it at that. Rick Collins, am I in week 3 of Flower? I was. Now it's like weeks. Well, what day is it today? Saturday. So I guess 3 weeks and 3 days. What's up, Ricky Riley? How you doing? Yeah, Ted Farmer. I can't do the keto. I would have to kill myself. The keto takes away everything I love. Luckily, I haven't had to. I'm working, trying pretty hard to fight my aging body. But it's going okay. I could do a better job, but I'm trying what I can. Dude, but that's badass, Ted Farmer. Good fucking job, bud. Dude, good fucking job. It's just when I think about the rules of keto diet and someone's explaining to me what it is and how it is, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, whoo, wow, that'd be hard. Oh, Corey Ann, we're still doing tomorrow night's live stream show. It's going to be the first weekend of Trilogy. Hashtag boom. As long as you try, that's what matters. Well, exactly. But also, like, try smart. I'll add that if that's all right to everybody. Try smart, you know. Trying to be healthier and actually do shit. Well, be a little pragmatic and honest with yourself. Be smart. And do the thing that's hard sometimes. Be painfully honest to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Just work hard and be honest. Have you ever seen the lands of Kanaja, Ganchanana, your mama? Where did I put my joint? Did I smoke it? I don't think so. I think this might be it. I don't know. Well, I like blunts too. Don't get me wrong, Sean, but for me, I guess in my, as I'm aging in my day and age now, they're like more special occasions or happy days. Every day a happy day, but you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I hope you don't have to pee a lot. I could probably squeeze off a live stream pee for you, Felicia, and try to help teleport your piss from your bladder to my bladder to piss it out for you. And I'll do my darndest. Hell yeah, got you down to your old mama. You meant help? Well, I can always help. Your boyfriend might be mad at that. Get the leaf strip done yet, or still on the to-do list? Yeah, Ted Farmer, I haven't done it yet. I'm trying to get through because right now my schedule, I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At the end of this month, it will be complete, and I will just do the Friday, Saturday. So right now, I'm just keeping the girls sexy and happy until I can come back in and really work on the lab there. Also realized it's almost my birthday. I'm excited about that. In that, I remember. I was sitting there, and I was like, it's getting late in June. That means something in my head. Oh, yeah. So I gotta work at the pub anyway. I'm on the schedule. I meant to book it off, but fuck it. Let's go work the shift. But I'll celebrate my birthday on a different day. I'm gonna drink some PBRs. Maybe we'll do a bit of live stream for you. Be like, yo, it's my birthday. What's up, motherfuckers? Let's get drunk. Because that's what birthdays are to me, really. I mean, I just want to get drunk. And, sometimes I like going places and talk to people. And I'm like a big happy dog when I'm drunk. So I just like talking and chatting to people. But yeah, it was trippy. It's like, all right, it's that time of the year again, I guess. Seems to come quicker every time. But to be fair, I don't mind. As far as I'm concerned, I'll live forever. And I don't mean in this organic bodysuit necessarily either. I just not really worried about it. And no, I'm not some weird, overly religious person at all. Not at all. Son of two priests, kind of opted out. Kind of just spit it. My religion's pot squatch. Let's go with that. One second, everyone. I can't do this one. It's too short now without burning my mustache. So I need to put the phone down for a second. And we're back. Sorry. I would have burnt my mustache there if I did it differently. Alright, so we're reading things. Greenhouse Bobby, right? In the backyard, like it's not legal, right? Under the noses. Nothing wrong with that, just vaping. I like a fucker rebel. I respect that. Rick Collins, that burp was an exclamation to your statement. Rick Collins, are you telling me right now I need to advise you on how to bring your humidity up? We live in very different places. But luckily for you, I understand both sides of the spectrum. But really, okay, let me reread your message here. Damn it, Christ. Was 40s and now 60. Wait a minute. That, dude, that's not low. 40s now 60. Dude, keep it 40. Dude, crank it out happy at 40. Don't be adding moisture and flour. What does it go to if you don't have your humidifier? Dude, ooh, that's freaking me out. Putting moisture in your growing fire? That's weird. Corey N. When's my birthday? July 5th. I'm a Cancer who had cancer. I'm sorry. I enjoyed that joke. I find it very funny. Heading out now for drifting. If anyone lives by Shanville, Ontario, has nothing to do today. The track's open for drifting. Yo, Steve G. Can I come next time in Ontario? Because I was from there. Dude, can I come? Can we go fuck around with some cars? Can we fuck around with some cars, Steve? Got some cars down there we can fuck around in? Because that'd be sweet. That'd be awesome. Oh, David Hyde. So caring. You know, going for a trilogy weekend. Live stream every night. Let's find out what happens. Can I keep doing it and going to work in the morning? I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, I'm good, man. Oh, shit. Clicked the wrong thing. Oh, Corey Ann. Happy soon to be birthday in 3 days. If I don't talk to you then happy birthday now. Everybody say happy birthday to Corey Ann. Happy birthday, Corey Ann. Corey Ann, how old are you turning this year? Dun dun dun. To grow, how many days was sativa and indica? Well, Mr. Muhammad Fazi, it's not so many how many days, but every weed titty's going to be a little different. But and respectively, to talk about it in a basic way of what you're asking, indicas are going to run you typically 8 to 9 weeks indoors, and then sativas can be some of the more exotic ones. They're going to run you like 9 to 14 weeks. I've met personally 7 16-weekers to get them to that perfect point. That's a rare thing over my years, but yeah, I hope that answers your question, Mr. Muhammad Fazi. I'm excited for bean soup. One day I will come there. I hope there's also, do you guys have like yummy bread and shit? I love bread. But seriously, kind of a carb addict. Love bread. Flat bread, baked bread, leavened bread. Doesn't matter. Love it. Lone Stoner's here!
Motherfucker, Lone Stoner, why didn't you fucking tell me you were here, motherfucker? Motherfucker, shit. I love you, buddy. What the fuck? Why didn't you let me know? Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Peace out to you, Jay Stanfield. I love you. Lone Stoner, what the fuck? What the? Oh, I missed it? I'm sorry, man. I love you, buddy. I hope you know what the fuck's all that time. It's coming from love, bud. It's coming from love. Coming from love. But what the fuck? Should have made sure I registered it. There's me putting the onus on you. Just joking, though. I don't mean it. Why? Did I piss you off, buddy? You can talk. You don't have to just watch. You can talk. Are you all right? How's the family? How's Tina? How's Harley? How's Lily? David Hyde, no. Because there's a thing called PBR Canada. It's produced here in Ontario. When's Harley's birthday, Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner? When's his birthday? It's coming up. Tina was telling me. When's his birthday? Where are my smokes? Oh, there. Ah, I've got you now, Lone Stoner. You have to participate. Ha ha ha. Fuck off! Dude. Harley popped out of Tina's vagina 3 days before I popped out of my mom's vagina. Well, fuck, that's pretty cool. Tell Harley we have something more in common now. We have very similar birthday vagina dates. Maybe let him get a little older before you call it that, but you know what I mean. Dude, that's funny. Fuck off. Really, Rick Collins? Damn, there's a bunch of us that came into the world at a similar thing. Corian 60 is very high, in my humble 2 cents. This is danger zone. Just vaping. I'm on the 29th of July. Rick Collins, 41, is all right. Or is that your age or your relative humidity? I think we're talking about a bunch of different things at once. I'm trying to keep up. Hey, my birthday is also the 2nd of July. Lucas 12's versus 24. Yo! Same birthday as Harley Squatch. Hashtag boom. How cool is that? Tell Harley, Lone Stoner. 72 Stoner. Ah, thank you, Rick Collins. Understood now. Ah, fuck. Lone Stoner, actually send me an email on that because you know I'm going to fucking send you a care package for your birthday. Something special. I don't even know what that means, but I'll figure it out. I love you, buddy. Lone Stoner, I winked back before you winked at me, bitch. Send me a thing, because if you send me a thing, it'll remind me to set a thing, and I'll set it on all my electric things. Then it'll remind me. I'm a gifted dumbass. And those are my credentials. Ah, June box. Nothing wrong with that. It's funny.
I was born into a heat wave, the worst heat wave Ontario had seen in like decades. At first, it was okay because I was in a hospital that had AC, right? My parents brought me out, and I instantly reacted. I was like, I like the cold. I don't like hot days. It shut down at like 22, 23 degrees. So it's like, that's why I'm like an instant thermometer. I walk into a grow room, if it's too hot, I just know. It's like, if I don't feel comfortable in this grow room, you hurt your weed titties. Well, except for some exotic things. There's a few exotic things that I've played with over the years, different land occurring races that you need to crank that a little differently. And that's just adapting to one, what you see, and learning and remembering where genetics came from. Oh, fuck yeah. Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner. Can you ask the kids a question for me? If they're there. Are they there or are they at school? School thing right now? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Felicia Casper, Skippy, Libby. Oh, Lone Stoner. Felicia loves her doll. Turns out she did make a video about it. I didn't see it because I don't fucking. YouTube doesn't tell me anything anyone does, even though I tell it to. Stupid. What the fuck? Anyway, I figured I'm kind of bad at this shit, so I'm trying. Why two good guys? Mr. Muhammad Fauzi, why two good guys? What does that mean? What do you mean, my friend? I don't understand. Fuck yeah, Rick Collins. Sounds awesome. I'm excited. You guys and girls and sisters and dads and everybody knows I love seeing your shit. All around the world, we're all standing together. We're doing it. No, God, aliens. What? I totally spaced. What was I gonna even say? Oh my God, I am starting to get drunk. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Ooh, shit. Afro Squatch. Fuck yeah. What's up, Afro Squatch? How you doing? I got the same afro, but it's on my face. Afro Squatch, can I ask you a question? Do you have a literal afro personally as a human being? Do you have an afro? Like, is it, you got a big old fro? Okay, yo, Afro Squatch. This is what's fucked up. Okay, yo, I need to talk to you for a second. Afro Squatch, as my beard, and this is like, I've grown it out long a lot, a bunch of different times in my life, but when I was fucking married before, a few years ago, right? My whole beard fell out. Whole fucking beard fell out through here. Bald as a baby's ass, everybody. Right through here. Bald as a baby's ass. And it came through here too. And here. I hated my life at that point. I was obviously broken somewhat spiritually. Yeah, totally stressed. And, hating my life. And I was just like on the wrong path. And I literally came back to Canada. And I was like, I was over there in Germany. And they're like, okay, so medical cannabis sales are now legal in Canada. And I'm sitting there in Germany. I'm like, and but the beard grew back. It was always a little curly, Afro Squad. It was always a little curly, but like there's hairs that come out of this fucking thing, and they're like an Afro hair. They're like a lot of them in there. Gives it so much oomph. I don't need to. I can just, I can afro pick it, and it does things now. I guess the stress, bringing the beard back, brought in the, you know, the the afro squatch beard, whatever it is. Whoop. Sorry, everybody. I made it. Laugh out loud. What's up, brother? What's up, baby? How you doing, baby? What's cracking? Have a good time? I was just talking about how, like, I was in this failed marriage earlier in life, and the beards right here fell out. But when it grew back, man, it's like got some afro hairs in it now. It's insane. It's voluminous. I can style it without product. Just do things. So, Eddie, how has your life been treating you, my friend? Bobby Barnes, that is a crime against fucking human basic rights as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, Bobby, that's fucked up. Bobby, and you two can get mad at me for this. I don't give a shit. As far as I'm concerned, you have a human right to have medicine and take care of yourself. So, you do what you gotta do. Fuck them. That's what I would say. Week 3 of Big Bertha Gorilla Ambrosia, and then these you hires from me. Those pills will put you in a hole, literally. I agree. Bobby Barnes, I have a wife with cancer in a pro state. I feel you. Fuck! Really, Rick Collins? Shit. You know what, though? As a cancer survivor, I'm glad this is a place, though, too, that not only are we growers with people looking for actual true information and sharing across the world about shit and trying to stand together and about helping each other and really standing as a community. I really like that. I really do. I love all of you. They're beautiful fucking pot squatch motherfuckers. One second, everybody. I'm just reading. This is true, Corey, and they do get hungry. I'm just reading everybody. Give me a time. I'm Jesse. Moxie Man 36 was crack-a-lacking. We're just all having a heart-to-heart right now about loved ones with cancer, to be honest, and like talking about that a little bit. And it's like my friends, though. Okay, like I mean, I'm a little drunk, and if I'm being insensitive, remember I beat cancer myself, so I'm not like being a complete dick, just maybe a partial dick. But okay, so let's go back to um, one second, everybody. I'm reading. Gotta find the fucking thing. Then there we go. God damn it. Who was 3? God damn it, everybody. Rick Collins. Thank you. I finally figured it out. Rick Collins, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of cancer does your wife have, if that's all right? I need an iPad, Pat. Why? Why do I need an iPad? Bigger text. Actually, that's probably not a stupid idea. But I'd probably buy. I should probably get an Android thing. 'Cause I don't like Apple shit. I'm not an Apple person. I have a PC platform, man. That's size 40. Damn! So double tap, Rick Collins. What stage is it now? If you don't mind me asking, how far has it gone? Oh, Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner. Don't need to give me presents. Fine. People, oh my god, it makes me feel strange. Not in a bad way, I don't know. Hold my camera. What? I'm holding my phone with the camera. Well, yeah, and a bigger screen for me to shoot it with. But I like to think though that I think the raw nature of our live streams, the interactive fan of me like literally for like if it's a 3 hour live stream, it's my arm doing this the whole time. So that's pretty good, and it's not bad. Wow, it's amazing how quickly I drink when we do these. No, that's why I buy two fours. Hashtag boom. What time is it? Oh my god, it's already almost 4 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Seems like I'm getting more comfortable doing these, so they go longer and longer now. Okay, tonight we're not setting a record. I'm not allowed to do that, and that's not loving all of you. I'm just note to self, motherfucker, go to sleep. You got to be at work earlier tomorrow than you had to today. Don't be a dumbass. I'm in bed eventually. And I'm back. I successfully cloned a 6-week into flower bath from Sour Diesel. It reads your Android with 4 heads that I was able to low stress train mainline style. Afro Squatch, fuck yeah. Get ready if she keeps going. Keep fishing her out. She's gonna have some explosive monster crop natures then. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be very nice. Afro Squatch. Change diet, yoga, 250 milligrams CBD, cookie day, DMs, micro can. Gotta remember though, Rick Collins, in terms of really fighting cancer, CBD is only part of it. THC in different inflections of THC is really important. A local fellow ACMPR fan. We met up. It turns out it was her birthday that day. We met at the Sasquatch pub. I found it fitting and went had dinner, had some drinks. But she has a very rare type of brain cancer. She's been fighting for 10 years that it attacks her pituitary. And so I've made this oil over 6 months with so many different inflections of the THCs with the CBDs in it. I think it's the perfect super nuclear fuck to rape her brain pituitary tissue cancer. So I'm just gonna give it to him. I'm gonna make a bunch of candies and just give it to him because I really think help. I gave her some like normal candies of like an oil that maybe had 6 things in it. But I think the ones that I'm gonna make with this one is gonna be insane because there's so much shit in it. It's super ready. It's got CBDs, THCs from like 60 different things, different strains, all put together into one. I've been creating it slowly over time over the last 6 months. An amalgamation of pièces de résistance to be a medical stimuli and a cancer fighting thing. And so we're gonna see what happens. Oh hell yeah. Israel's fucking been super pro cannabis for a while now.
They're doing a very good job. I'd love to go over to Israel and be like, hey, what's up? Pot Squash here. How's it going? What you guys doing? What's cracking like? Oh, hell yeah, Rick Collins. Jay Stanfield. My email is potsquash420 @gmail.com. That is POTSQUATCH 420 @gmail.com. Okay, forewarning everyone, I think I'm powering it down soonish. I think I'm powering it down soon. We don't have to run away in 2 seconds, everybody. We got time to say goodbye and tell everybody. I'm powering it down soon. Sweet dreams, David Hyde. Do it up, Jay Stanfield. That's fucked up, Ganjanana. And bless you all back. I'm not gonna leave yet, though. I'm not done. I got another beer. I'll finish this beer. I'm gonna smoke. That's at least 7 minutes and 37 seconds. So, like, it's a trilogy weekend, it turns out. I'm testing myself. How long can I keep doing? Well, because, I have to do the show tomorrow night. So I know it's trilogy. And I've successfully done at least 2 minutes and 12 seconds, 12 seconds. Wait, 12 minutes, 12 seconds is what it said. But anyway. Oh, Afro Squash, yo. Like, yo. The fact is, okay, guess what? We're almost at 10,000 fucking subscribers. We've created this huge community, and we're almost at our first million views on this channel. So the fact of the matter is not just me. Like, I love each other. Doesn't fucking matter colors, where the fuck you're from. If you're a dick fuck, then fuck you. But just be fucking pot squatches, human fucking beings, and just love your life. Love each other. Be nice to each other. Have a good time. Keep it sexy. Keep it fun. Respectful, but offensive enough to keep us all growing. A little bit of stressors in your weed titty plants is good for good growth. Well, same for society. Tell Lily, Uncle Posquatch loves her very much, and I miss her, and she's super cool. And I saw the picture of her with the Edward Scissorhands doll, and it was super fucking cool and funny and awesome. And tell Harley that he and I are both cancers, and that's fucking awesome. And I would like to send Harley a birthday present. Lone Stoner 72 Stoner, we need to have a video call when the kids aren't around. Or at some point where you're private, maybe when you're take a shit, call her take a shit. So find out what he likes. Like, what would be cool? Just because, like, you may be stepdad or his dad. So you can help me consult on, like, what would you like as a present for his birthday? Because I don't know. I mean, I have some ideas, to be honest. But, you know. Sean Infeld,
What do you mean by a nice starter kit? I need more information. Well, like Lee Clark, I'm still a hustler. You know what I mean? I describe myself as a socialist capitalist. Still make money and take care of everybody and have a good time. Just don't be a dick fuck. Yeah. Well, thank you, Rick Collins. It's weird hearing people call it a philosophy because like I'm aging now, and yeah, it's how I feel about things. And this channel originally just started with me drinking beer and wanting to teach people about dope, and still a lot that, but it's more now. And just know I'm but a mad hairy fool in the woods, my friend. But I'll always be honest to you, at least to what my heart or soul could say to you. And on that note, let's read. And God, Janana, your mama, if there's fucking one fucking thing that this fucking prick figures out, that's me. One thing I'm very thankful to my parents because I was raised, and people find out, oh my God, you, the pot squatch, were the son of two priests. Yeah, I was. I lucked out because guess what? Most priests are dumb fucks and fucking idiots, and fuck, they frustrate the shit out of me. I know the theology better than they do, and if they want to get into a weird theological debate, I'll rape them into the floor. But at the same time, they have no understanding what true seminal foundations of all world religions really are. They all say the same fucking thing. The fact is, we're a third rock from the sun in an insignificant galaxy of all of existence. I doubt that we figured out exactly how it worked. But something we did figure out was that all the basic foundational elements of all world religions, for the most part, have the same basic lessons. Doesn't matter who we are, where we're from. When we go down to the human heart, the basic root of what we are, the part of us is there when we first wake up in the day. Then the part of us that has that quiet moment of mind before we go to sleep at night. The one of us that quietly talks before we go and we fight the next battle and put the good face on. It exists in the same place. So, my Potswatch is my family. Just need to know. As much as social media and the world wide and society is going to try to tell you all these differences of this crap, remember you're being spoon fed a load of crap. As a man who's lived all over the world and talked to fucking people, loved and being honest and gotten to know people. We're all pretty much the fucking same for the most part. Doesn't matter your color, doesn't matter your beliefs, it doesn't matter your subsect of where you put yourself in society. We all have extremist douchebag fuckheads and give us all a bad name. Okay? But I don't know. I think there's hope for us, yeah. Corey in terms of the coffee ratio, I would normally go in terms of, let me think here. Genetic, depending on some of my heavy old school indicas, they like it. So, like in a week 3 or 4 where I'm at now, like I probably do like a cup of coffee, 250 milliliters to maybe 2 gallons of first dosage. And by the time I did it for a treat for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then the final one, I give them maybe twice that. If that answers your question. Sounds good, Rick Collins. Well, Lee Clark, I don't call myself a communist because I have a big issue with a lot of the seminal foundations of communism. It's flawed. The basic, one of the only, political. If I have to give myself a fucking thing, is really I'm a socialist. I personally say I'm a hustler, and I live in a world where I have to make money and do this or that. But hell, if I can make some money, I think I'm going to do some good stuff with it and just piss off the competition. So I'm not really worried about that. And I think that's one way I can at least get positive about capitalism existing. I'm going to piss some motherfuckers off. Fuck that. I'm not going to start a company and start launching products to make friends with my competitors. I'm here for the people. Maybe I'll be, one of the first ones in a long time that did that. I don't give a shit. Deal with it, motherfuckers. I am definitely an opportunist, man. When certain times come along that I say that I should act on something, sure. Ganja Nana, your mama, that's completely okay. And we're not going to call you stupid ever. Just because you don't know something or you haven't read something or learned about something doesn't make you stupid in any sense. It's completely okay. Um, where's a good place? Read maybe some of, Marx's and Lenin's initial writings. Excuse me. On what? So look up Lenin, communism. You could even put the word platform in there, maybe I bring it up. And do the same thing with Karl Marx. And that will be the basic foundational philosophies for you to understand the basic concept of what it is. But then look at what it has become, which is not communism. I was over in China doing all my stuff in China there, and it's not a communist society. It's a capitalistic oligarchy. Pretending. There's a lot of good people in power there in China. I made friends with a lot of the government. There's a lot of good people there and a lot of really smart people. When I sit there in your country and I talk to your supposed PhD students, and they don't even know the truth about the 100-Mile March, or they don't know about Lenin, they don't know about Marx. People who've lived in your country and never gone anywhere else to read something, and this person has a PhD and they literally have omitted the origin story or a large part of it of communism in our planetoid. That's a little fucked up. A little fucked up. But it was still the most beautiful parts for me of China were the people. Spending times in the real communities of China. I had some days off from the Canadian delegation so I could walk around. I just went for walks and had beers and smoked cigarettes. Just sat with the people. We just hung out. We did speak the same language. We were drinking the same beer, smoked the same cigarettes, and that was something to smile about. And that was a beautiful experience. The people of China, the hard-working people there were beautiful. I saw a beautiful spirit. Party, on the other hand, is a little fucked up. A lot of good people there. I met a lot of them too, good people, but they're kind of in this clusterfuck of government. They don't understand how to all get along, and they identify in one sense, so they pretend, and then they try to get along, and it doesn't work. But what are you gonna do? Sean Infield, did you play it back and watch it? Thanks, Uncle Dave. After all that, I love you, Squatch. I love you too, Gonjanati, your mama. That's the reason why I explain it. I don't identify as a communist, never have. It's not my thing. I find the whole existence of barter, etc., a little stupid. That's why I identify as a socialist, Brick. Fact of the matter is, don't fuck the world. Don't fuck each other. Well, you can fuck each other, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we can actually all still, can have that whole, you want to have the rat race of the game, of the fight, of this, you can still have that. Just build society in a different way where we take care of people, work together, still make money, still do all these things. Don't have to be worried about that. But it's kind of fucked up. So, yeah, that's my belief. Frosty Dog saying it is true. Mini Trucker, what's up? Morning Squatch. Uh, it's uh, it's the end. It's almost the end. I'm not fully done, but very close. I have to go to bed. And don't worry, we're still bringing you the Sunday Night Live show tomorrow. Translate, how much is 26 Canadian versus 2600 American? Well, wait, what? Sean Infield, $2,600 American. It doesn't make sense. Your question doesn't make sense. If you meant 2,600, 2,600, so 2,600 Canadian dollars versus to American dollars, that's probably going to reduce it down to best guess without actually thinking or doing the math. 22.38 to 23.12, maybe on a good day, even up to 23.99, 79. Raymond Johnson, not anymore. Back in the day, I was a journal grower. If I was running something professionally for a big thing, I would be keeping track of everything like a fucking crazy person. But for shit here, no. For my little personal lab, for my own medicine, I fucking free ride it. Don't give a shit. Just fucking go crazy. Rewind and come again. I like it, Gajanana, your mama. Well, Lone Stoner, 72 Stoner. It can happen. I think one's beginning now, but it has to be soft. If bad things happen, we will deal with them and act then. But until then, for the true next step for the human peoples, we need to become less pricks and learn to actually just like be feeling safe to be yourself and come together and talk. I think that's one of the biggest issues, and I really believe that. Fuck yeah, Frosty Nose. That sounds sexy, baby. I love it, Frosty Nose. Sounds good, baby. I'm glad your titty's doing well. Oh, Frosty Saint Nose, or Frosty Nose Saint. I feel the same way, man. It's like seeing that, especially on nice indica weed titty, old school genetics, especially that deep blue green leaf. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't feel sexually attracted to my weed plants, but I almost do. Like I almost jerk my dick to that. If you know what I'm saying. Wow, we have 38 likes. I don't even know if I ever had that many likes in a live stream. That's pretty cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. That's very nice. I appreciate it. That's cool. That's cool, Jake Hallibots. I gotta go too, pretty much soon. I have to go do it one more time and go to the bar. Okay, so okay, here it comes, and I'm trying to do this the first time. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it's a thing of the internet, I guess. So, my friends, if I don't like it, don't like it. Oh, good, I have beer. I can drink first. Oh shit. So I'm never gonna be one of those motherfuckers. Gonna be like, if you like my channel and you like it, you should like and subscribe. Fuck that. Okay. Um, but I am a pragmatic, simply existing individual. I'm a non-monetized YouTube channel. I'm launching a company for you to bring you crap for shit and awesome shit. But so we technically have a PayPal. I'm supposed to, according to my people that know things on how this shit works, feels weird to me. But there's a PayPal that exists. It's called Pot Squash Growers. I'll find a way tomorrow when I wake up at some point to maybe put it on this. But yeah. Anyway, fuck it. I love you, pot squatches. But my friends, I think I need to go. I'm gonna pound this beer and finish it with a live stream and say goodbye. Pound this beer and finish the live stream. It makes sense. I meant a stream of piss, not the stream that we're on. Haha, I confused myself, but then remember what my initial brain joke was. Time to piss. So, my friends, my pot squatters, know that I love you ever so much. You fucking wonderful, crazy, wonderful motherfuckers, all of you, all over. Girls grow too. You go fishing, girl. If you catch some cool shit, nice pike, you send to me. I want to see a picture. 'Cause I'm excited. When you eat it, pretend I'm there and send me some brain tastes psychically. Yeah, that's right. Oh, 1 second, everybody. I'm just enjoying this. Oh, God. That was a well built up piss. Sorry about that, everybody. But my friend, Don't be afraid to take risks. And guess what, motherfuckers? It's all right. You can be a Sasquatch. You can be yourself. You don't be scared of that. Don't be a fucking dick. Don't be a dickhead. You be strong. You stand up. You can care. You can fight. But don't be a dickhead. Just be Sasquatch. And know that all of us are around the world now. We are a global community. We are the Sasquatches. We are the Sasquatch Growers Army. Bunch of human motherfucking Sasquatch beings. Decide to get along, love each other, and hang out. So everyone, I'm gonna go listen to a song or two, and let's be honest, probably have one more beer, one more joint, and then go pass out. And go to work tomorrow. Rock and roll, my friends. Keep it sexy.